All right, is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, we're going to start the November 19th, 2013 Planning Board meeting. It's being recorded by Don Mackey, Velcat, our Director Robin McDonald's. I would ask if anybody's recorded, but since there's nobody here, I don't think I'm going to. So, first up, we have release of covenant, Apple Blossom Lane.
And I'd like to read into the record a letter received by Robin McDonald from Fran Merkin. Dear Robin, I'm enclosing a release of covenant for property currently shown as parcel F on a plan for Apple Blossom Lane, East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, owned by East Longmeadow Group Investors, LLC. The reference plan is dated September 16th, 2013, and will be recorded at the Hampden County Registry of Deeds. Recording will take place after the Planning Board's endorsement of the subdivision plan relative to the acquisition and subdivision of parcel F and a second parcel, collectively the Pond View subdivision, to be acquired by Joseph Capdelaine and Sons, Inc. Property to be released, parcel F, constitute a portion of parcel D as shown in the Hampden County Registry of Deeds in Book of Plans 342, page 85, and also referenced in the Hampden County Registry of Deeds in Book 19427, page 250. The reference covenant affected by this request is dated August 11th, 2006, and recorded in the said Registry of Deeds 16268, page 58. We're requesting that the board provide our client, East Longmeadow Group Investors, LLC, as successors entitled to East Longmeadow Retirement Residence, LLC, with a release of the reference covenant as it relates to the newly created parcel F. Please act on this request as close as possible to immediately after the planning board endorses the plan for the Pond View subdivision. Should you have any questions, please contact me. As always, I appreciate your conscientiousness and assistance. Sincerely, Francis R. Merkin, Bacon and Wilson. Yeah, sure. Am I reading that poor?
No, I'm just trying to understand. I guess I'm a little confused.
Can someone explain to us
Yeah.
which parcels we're talking about?
Are these the parcels we had issues with in the beginning?
No. If you remember, the A&R that you approved was the landlocked parcel that Chapdelaine is purchasing
He's purchasing half of
for
that.
the subdivision.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the other parcel that was part of the Apple Blossom Lane area.
Okay.
So what is happening with that parcel?
That's staying with the owners of Apple Blossom Lane, and what this is releasing the covenant on the area that the Chapdelaines are purchasing, because that'll be under a covenant
A new
for the
covenant.
Different
subdivision.
covenant. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
yeah.
this is just releasing the covenant on the Chapdelaine property?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I got it.
So
Okay.
it's basically a partial release. It's releasing it
Absolutely.
on that part,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
keeping it on the other.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Have any
Understood.
figures or anything like that from Frank, or do we not? Or do
No,
we-
it's a covenant.
Okay, so.
It's not a bond.
Okay. All right, anybody have any other,
No, makes sense. We have a new covenant with the subdivision, yeah.
so basically we're swapping one for another in essence?
I'll make a motion to release the covenant as described in the communication.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Michael, you just have to sign here and here. 2 copies.
Okay. Next up, we've got change in ownership for JB's Ice Cream.
Yes.
Finally sold it.
Dear Robin, I am selling my business, JB's Ice Cream Factory, to Jeff Bazell, who will continue to run it as an ice cream business with no changes. Sincerely, Peggy Brown, JP's Ice Cream Factory, 622 Main Street, East Longmeadow, Mass. Dated November 13th.
And it's basically just a
Mhm.
notice to you that change of ownership.
Okay, everything's staying the same, parking staying the same?
Yep.
Signs stay the
issues,
same.
Just
Yep.
basic,
We
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
all
to-
JB's.
And we don't have to do any action on that? Okay.
It must have been difficult finding someone with the initials JB to buy it.
They weren't gonna sell it until they did. Price was not
At
the
least the
option.
name doesn't have to change now, that saves them money.
All right, can I get a motion to approve change of ownership for JB's Ice Cream?
We don't need to vote
I
on it.
don't, yeah, I
I thought
don't
we
even
did.
think it was just
We don't-
for our knowledge,
We don't need
right?
to take any
Yeah,
action
just-
on that.
It's my mistake then. All right, next up, we have to discuss Graziano's dumpster.
That's an email to me from Mr. Hines.
Okay, I'm gonna read an email to Robin from Chuck Hines. Hello, Robin. Possible the planning board could deal with Graziano's dumpster? We are really sick of looking at it every year. Every year at Christmas time, they put this dumpster out on the road, street. Part of this is cut off, so I'm guessing what the words are. Road, street side. The first thing you see when you come to our home, you walk up to our front walk dumpster is a dumpster. The website has pictures. The website has pictures of this mess for the past 15 years or so. It is called Graziano's Gardens Christmas Mess. Very enlightening. Thank you. Sincerely, Chuck Hines. And there is a photograph.
Right, apparently, the Grazianos have added a dumpster on the site that wasn't approved on the site plan.
I would recommend we forward this to the zoning enforcement officer.
Yeah, I mean, I
With the-
drove by there, I mean, a dumpster's not near this particular person's house, but it is there
With,
nonetheless.
with a copy to the Board of Selectmen.
Sandra, can I see that?
What's the dumpster for? Does anybody know?
I have no idea.
And they
Is it,
don't,
is it temporary or is it there all the
I have
time?
no idea. They don't.
and it's not on the site plan?
Nope.
No,
All right, so,
and it's not
Is that-
covered the way it's
it's not
supposed to be.
screened, all
Not
right, so
screened.
it's an issue.
Another question, is that Graziano's property or is that someone else's property?
I'm not
It is
sure
on there.
because I
drove by,
haven't seen.
no, several days ago, it was on their property, it was at the back, by the back entrance,
Okay.
but it wasn't really near.
I
Where they
didn't-
moved the fence?
I didn't know if the
That's-
fence was their property or not.
I'm not sure.
It was inside the fence, if,
Yeah, it's inside the chain link fence, actually.
Looks like it's on the outside.
That's what it looks like,
It's-
but
it's
I drove by, it's
yeah,
actually on the inside.
Oh, okay. The picture looks like on the outside. Oh, okay, I see it, I see it. All right.
But that's an additional structure on the property that,
all right,
Yeah.
Is under
dumpster has
special
to be
permit.
removed.
Is that an additional dumpster?
mm-hmm,
Okay.
I didn't see on the permit, was there one located?
No.
I mean, I didn't see anything on the site plan for a dumpster.
no.
Right, that's
And
what,
I
There
think-
wasn't any.
Mhm.
if they had one, it would have to be screened, covered, would have to be fenced in, what have you,
Yeah.
like we asked for everybody else, so.
Right.
Is that,
Well, I think it's screened from view, because it's fenced in, the whole property's fenced
It's
in.
a chain link fence, though, that
But that's
doesn't
what I'm
screen
saying,
it
if
from
you
view.
screen it, if you put slats or something in to where you can't see through.
Well, yeah, but
I think they would have
he
to
hasn't
come
done
Yeah,
back
that.
for-
but again, I think that's something through the
zoning
zoning
enforcement.
enforcement as the other violations.
is that
Alright.
is it temporary or is it there, I mean, through the whole year?
I have no idea.
No clue.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, it's really hard to see.
Didn't you get it in an email? You
Want me to send it to you?
me first thing in the morning.
Sure.
Anybody else want to add anything to that?
Nope.
No.
I'm just curious to see if it's a temporary dumpster or if it's there all the time. If you're doing some cleaning or whatever, or something of that nature.
Go through the proper channels and then see if we get, if they want to come back and discuss it with us.
Okay.
Go
So
that route.
Dan's gotta do his.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, next up is a request for waiver of site plan review, Bay State Rug Distributors Incorporated, 55 North Main Street.
Property owner is Daniel S. Burback, 143 Shaker Road, P.O. Box 414, East Long Meadow. There are phone numbers here for the applicant. Name of proposed business is Bay State Rug Distributors, Inc. Owner of business is E. Joseph. Difficult to read the writing, but I'm going to guess it's Montemaggi.
Montemagny, yeah.
Montemaggi. Business owner's address is 164 Bostwick Lane, Chicopee, Mass. 01020. Property address is 55 North Main Street, East Long Meadow. Property district is B business. Allowed use is yes. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Number of employees, including owner, is 6. There is no, the date of last parking plan is blank. Summary of business operation, retail floor covering, sales, including tile, hardwood, laminate, carpet, area rugs, paddings, window treatments, floor care products, and sundries. Installation of all said products. And the application has been signed by by Joseph Matigani.
This is.
Right next to Bentley's.
So that's retail.
Retail business, parking plans on record. Actually be a good spot for that.
Do we know
Good
if they're
spot for that.
expanding? They're originally from Chicopee, right? Bay State Rug Distributors?
Yes,
I was
they have a
just
Chicopee
curious.
address.
Yeah, you
I
see
was
the
just curious if
commercials.
this is another location that they're opening, which would be
I
great.
don't know.
Hopefully business is increasing for them and everybody else. All right, does anybody have any issues, comments, complaints?
No, it says retail in a retail location. I'm happy to see somebody going in there.
Aye. All right, can I get a motion to approve Bay State Rug Distributors, Inc. at 55 North Main Street?
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, they're all set. Next up is request for signage, All Hosts Inc., 341 Shaker Road.
Company name and owner, All Hose Inc., 341 Shaker Road. There are telephone numbers here. Nearest intersection is labeled as industrial. Square foot of area, 30.03. Double or single face, single face. Freestanding, no. Attached to the building, yes. Projection, if any, is 2 inches. If attached to the building, does this sign project over the pedestrian or vehicular way? No. Setback from the property line, 60 feet. Distance nearest to the side yard, 100 feet. Distance to top of sign above vertical wall, 8 feet. It's not illuminated. It is a permanent sign. Total number of existing signs, 2. Total square foot of existing signs, 30.03 each. Total number of proposed and existing signs, 2. Total square feet of proposed and existing signs, 3.03. The applicant is Karen McCoy. The application's been signed by her, and the estimated cost of the sign is $840.
We got a picture for that.
Okay,
Cool.
I like that.
looks good.
And this is the old auto building?
Yes, sir.
Ottoman? Otto?
Auto.
JC
John
Auto.
Otto.
JC Auto.
Yeah,
Perfect.
good.
Very
Nice to
nice.
see somebody in there that fast.
Basic and simple.
And we already did the waiver for them, right?
Yep.
Last
Yep.
time,
Yep.
yeah. Reminded
Everybody's
myself.
okay with the sign?
Looks
Yeah,
good.
it looks nice.
I'm good with
That's
it.
good.
All right, can I have a motion to approve the sign for All Hosts?
So moved?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, next up is request for signage, Senior Center, 328 North Main Street.
Yeah, this is, the existing sign, and they're just refacing it.
Company name and owner, Town of East Long Meadow, 328 North Main Street. There are phone numbers here. Freestanding, yes. Height above ground level is 36 inches. There's no projections from the building. It does not project over the pedestrian or vehicular way. Setback from the property line is 20 feet. From the nearest side yard is 100 feet. It's not illuminated. Proposed sign is permanent. Estimated cost is $3,600.
You're just replacing an old
Yeah,
sign,
that sounds,
no issues.
So they're no longer gonna have the changeable sign there, the one that they put the events on.
Right.
Okay,
This will be more permanent than anything else.
yeah.
Anybody-
Make a motion to approve?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Administrative issues, you want to talk about passes real quick?
I just have one other waiver of site plan, and the reason being is there were taxes due, and at the last minute, they came in and paid the taxes that were due,
Okay.
so. And as I'm looking here, I see a sign. No, there's no sign application, so it's just a waiver of site plan.
Property owner is Jeff Lacris, Maple Crane,
Realty.
what is it?
Realty.
Realty, Maple Crane Realty.
Realty? Yeah, it's difficult to read the handwriting here. 98 Green Meadow Drive, East Longmeadow, excuse me. There are phone numbers here. Advanced Urology of New England LLC. Owner of business is Jacqueline Brichette, 99 Prospect Street, East Longmeadow. Property address is 40 Crane Ave, East Longmeadow. The property district is business. It's an allowed use. Proposed hours of operation are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 8 to 5:45, Wednesday, 8 to 8, and Friday, 8 to 12. Number of employees are 4. Summary of business operation is urology practice, 1 solo doctor office. And the application has been signed.
And obviously, it's
It's 40 Crane Avenue. It's that little office space that's in front of the,
lumberyard.
Lumberyard, yeah.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a good spot.
Yeah,
And a good business to town.
yeah.
You got plenty of parking. No issues.
Yes, no.
Terrific.
With one doctor, they're not gonna have that many patients at one time.
So there's actually a good amount of parking there without
Yeah.
the back being used, so.
Right. Mhm.
Okay. Everybody's good with it? Need a motion to approve?
So moved?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
And I have something else. Release of, a partial release of bond in lieu of, not in lieu, partial release of bond for subdivision for Dearborn Street.
Gotta recuse
The
myself.
DPW has gone out and inspected, and what we are looking for is to release $33,295.26. The town will continue to hold $28,878.96 in escrow. And there is, DPW has listed the things that are necessary to hold bond money for, plus a 20% for the planning board.
I gotta recuse myself, this is my street,
And this
so.
needs to go to
Yep.
Sandro first.
Is there any way we can up that to like 30% for the planning board?
Sure, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I
Huh.
think we gotta add a couple thousand,
40% route.
make it 50.
Come on, guys. I have an auction.
Now, the DPW has approved it. I would
Yes.
make a motion to approve the release of bond.
Second?
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. 4-1.
The three of you need
4-0.
to sign it.
4-0.
George. Ralph, you got a pen, Ralph?
I got a pen?
Thank you.
Why am I listed as clerk?
It should be tied. Just cross it out and write tied.
Let him sign it. I may have been clerk when this was issued.
Could very well have been.
Hmm.
And you
Me first.
Yeah.
Go back to tied.
Thank you, George.
Does anybody else have to sign, or is that?
Just tied.
Did you change those numbers on there?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I'll do that.
Thanks, Blake.
Before you get into the discussion of the proposed bylaws, I just wanted to let you know that Mr. LaQuarrie has called and asked, he has submitted his amendment for special permit, as well as a plan showing stairs. There's no dimension on them, but it's a plan from Mr. Smith. Mr. LaQuarrie asked whether or not he could hold off until after the first of the year to have the special permit hearing. And then his second phone call is, can he put the stairs on now?
I think it's it's all gotta be done now. I can't understand why he would wanna wait. I think everything should be done the way it's supposed to be done. I think we've been more than patient.
I would agree with that. If he's gonna put the stairs on now, we can just as well hold the hearing.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little confused as to why, unless there's a reason that... No, I think I'd want to get everything done. This has been going on long enough. It's
Yeah.
time to bring this
So
to...
schedule the hearing for the
Yes.
middle of December.
Yeah.
He already has his,
If he's
he
got
already has
everything-
his plan already, correct?
He submitted it. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've been more
But you
than
have to have a
generous.
public hearing
Oh, yeah.
because the way the plan that's been approved now
Okay.
doesn't have those,
Yeah.
nor
Mm-hmm.
does the special permit itself state that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see any logical reason delaying it any further.
Now, and if, you know, if the plan is accurate, okay, and we've discussed this with him so many times.
Right.
He doesn't even have to be here for the public hearing. You know, that's his decision. If he's gonna be off somewhere, you know.
No, he's not planning on being off.
I think we would
Anywhere.
want to have him here just in case the public has some questions that we didn't have the answers
Yeah,
for.
but I mean,
to
that's,
consider,
it's up to him. It's his decision.
Yeah, let's definitely move forward.
The plan itself does not show the dimensions of the stairs. I don't know if
Well,
that's gonna
stairs have to
matter
meet
to you or
certain
not.
criteria anyways.
Is the plan scaled?
You know, they've got to be a minimum...
It's a, it's a plan that's been stamped by Mr.
And
Smith.
has, so it would have a scale on it,
It has a scale on it.
so we know what the dimensions are from the scale.
Regardless, they've got to meet certain criteria to meet code.
Yeah, I understand
So,
that, but, you
I'm
know,
sure we can
with the
figure
ruler, you
something
can
out.
say what the dimensions are. I mean,
You know, even if we have to ask them to put...
yeah. I would agree, there's
Yeah,
no
just
sense in holding off till after
plan
the
it for
first
next week.
year.
So we're just gonna schedule the hearing
Let him know.
Yeah.
as it is,
We need-
and
yeah,
he's
make-
to wait until you make your decision what, before
He
he
can put the
does.
stairs on, I mean, the
Put the
stairs got to be
stairs.
done, so...
But
Well-
it hasn't been approved yet.
Well,
Well,
in one sense it hasn't, but in another sense it has.
we've talked about
I'd
it
rather
so
see the
long,
stairs,
I'd
right.
rather see him
Get going on the stairs.
get going than wait for the hearing and then wait 6 months for the
We've
stairs
had
to
nothing
show
for
up.
so long, something in the right direction will be a step in the right direction.
And I'm
Let's just get
assuming
this thing done.
Right.
the special permit stays the same as far as, it's good from, I believe it's the 1st of April through the 31st of October, of which he can use the outside deck. And then those tables are reverted back to the inside. So he's not using the deck from October 31st through
No,
April
but it's still meant as a
1st.
fire escape, so that's why
Mm.
I think the safety aspect of it is imperative sooner rather than later. And it's only going to get colder, so it may make it more difficult, and I don't want to find yet more excuses. I'd rather just see the project move forward.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to put in footings.
Right, so, yeah. Schedule it, let them know that we schedule it, tell them we want to get it resolved. No
More delays.
No more delays.
Yeah.
All right, anybody have anything else they want to add? We'll move on, if not. All right, we'll talk about the 2 proposed bylaw changes. Talk about, I guess we'll do the private home, office and/or studio to begin with. I know we've all talked about this several times. I think Tide and Ralph have worked on this as the bylaw review committee as well.
Yep.
I think we've got everything to where we want it.
The only thing I'm not.
How's it look to you, Ralph? I'm sorry, George.
No, go ahead, Ralph, you start.
I was happy with it. The only thing I wasn't sure of is what do we mean by a bona fide resident? In the very first paragraph, the use of a portion of the home by a bona fide resident. Shouldn't it just be by a resident? I mean,
I guess it's just extra language just to say,
Proving that they're.
confirming
yeah,
that they're really a resident.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
so
all
just
if you're
kind
a
of-
fake resident, no.
Well, it can't be a rental.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I'm all right with that.
okay. That was the only thing that I saw.
yeah. The only thing I don't see in here, and I may have discussed this, is coming and going of clients. There's nothing in here that says that you can't have clients at the business.
That was taken out.
That was
Yep.
taken out so that,
So, I mean, I'm not sure how
yeah,
you want to
and I
deal with
remember
it.
the discussion on that, but I'm comfortable with that, because we do have the nuisance
Right.
Correct.
thing here, that if there is
Too much noise.
too much noise or too many visitors at one time where there's a parking issue, then that would not be allowed.
We were concerned about that, but we just didn't want to be unreasonable either.
Yeah, I understand that.
I think this is a happy compromise.